Hello guys!
Hey guys! Well, today is the 4th anniversary for us of being in the Philippines.
Wow! 4 years!
Yeah.
Imagine that!
It doesn't seem like 4 years, but it seems more like 2. But so we've learned a few things along the way. Learned to adjust ourselves to a different lifestyle, different environment. The adjusting part takes a while, at least for me. It isn't taking time for you, but
yeah, I mean, I'm very glad to be here because my family is close by. They can visit anytime. I can visit them anytime. So this is the time to answer the question of do we wanna go back to the US or do we wanna stay here in the Philippines? So our answer is we want to stay here for good.
Yeah, we're pretty much going to stay here now.
Yeah, we may, we wanted to visit the US very, very bad. But to live there again, I don't think so. Yeah. We're just happy for, where we are. And it's nice to, the feeling of like you have a home, even though our house is simple. Not done yet. We're still wanna do a few things on it, but we are very happy that we don't have to make payment, rent or mortgage.
Yeah, we're really happy the way things turned out here. At least we didn't come over here and have to rent a house and throw away. And that was one of the big reasons that we wanted to leave the U.S. After we had lived there for 11 years. And bought and sold some houses, then couldn't get any more. I couldn't get any more work. We were just spending our savings and
we actually talk about moving to the Philippines for like years and years, but we just did not do it. And the last year in the US, we're just so.
I think it's about 6 months or so before we came. We made the commitment. Yeah, we're gonna go.
Yeah, because at first it's like we go back and forth because we have a consideration about especially Dennis health issues, and we had a doubt. But the last few months we were in the US, it's like Dennis' constant talk about moving to the Philippines became every day. I don't have a problem to move to the Philippines because I know I can adjust. It's just that Dennis, I'm concerned about him, especially he don't like hot weather and
the U.S. the stress got more and more.
Especially we were paying our rent there, and Dennis just I hate to see him like being very sad that every time he paid the rent, like it takes all his social security
my
check.
whole social security check, I had $3 left.
We had to decide at a time because I told Dennis, do you want to stay here in the US? We can't. I really have to go to work because we can't make it with just your social security. So that's why we made that decision. And we are very glad we made the right decision to move here. Yeah. Look at here now. We have so much time in our hands. We're together all the time, 24 hours a day. If we would have been in the US, like I mentioned before, Dennis would be staying at home and I'd be working all the time because I can't just sit at home with just there's bills left and right in the US.
Yeah, I still had other bills besides rent, and
right, insurance, groceries, and
car insurance and everything.
Yeah,
it's just so expensive there.
Yeah, especially these days, everything is expensive. I have friends that are complaining about how expensive to go grocery shopping now. And I'm sure it's not just in the US, it's everywhere. Even here in the Philippines, you just get surprised that now
all over the world now.
Yeah, before we can go shopping with like the $100 is like the basket is very full and we get what we need, but now $100 seems like not enough.
That's a good thing we decided to come when we did, when we actually had a little money left.
Right, a little bit money.
Yeah, that we could come here, and of course we had to buy, all the stuff for the house, furniture and appliances and stuff. But and she had
I started this house.
Started the house.
Yeah, because when Dennis, I knew at that time that when Dennis decided that he was he is committed to really wanna move here in the Philippines, that's when I had to make a decision that I'm gonna use this money I have here to start building a house in the Philippines. So that's what I did, and then it was a good decision too, because you know, when we came here, we didn't have to rent a house because that was the plan. Dennis did not know that I was started to build the house here.
I thought it was a house we're gonna rent.
Yeah, so that's when I revealed to him when he got here, and I'm sure you know, you guys know that because I made a video about that too. And so now it's been 4 years, and it seems like, you know, the time went by very fast. Like
it did, you know, and you know, it was fun, you know, finishing up the house because there was always something to do, and we were always saving money for the project next month, and you know, we got to see the thing improving. I'm still not done. We need to paint the outside.
Oh yeah.
You know,
we wanna build a second bathroom, but you know,
we put everything on hold because we bought that car.
Yeah, and the car is necessary for us. Thank goodness to the stimulus. Because of the stimulus, we were able to put a down payment on a car, and we're very grateful. It's very convenient to have a transportation. You know, you don't have to depend like tricycle or like a bus.
We had that multi-cab before, and it was horrible. I mean, I thought it was so cute and loved it when we first got it. Until now, I sit in it and my knees hit the dashboard.
It's hot. It's dusty because you can't leave it.
No air conditioning.
Yeah, and then I cannot drive it because it's
sitting right on top
manual.
of the engine, so it gets hot in there.
Right.
And
there's no AC in it, so we leave it the window open all the time, so it gets dusty. And when we go to Tagum, it's 30 to 40 minutes away. By the time we get there, it's like we just traveled 5 hours.
Yeah. And here, I wouldn't advise anybody to get a motorcycle here, at least in our area. Now, if you live, you know, in a city or, you know, something where you don't have to travel very far, that's, you know, but here it's so dangerous on a motorcycle, man.
I think, honey, it's dangerous anywhere in the Philippines to have a motorcycle. But I mean, there are some out there that really, I mean, a lot of, most of the Filipinos here, including my family, that's what they have for transportation is motorcycle. It's so much easier to get around, much cheaper, and you know, that's why there's a lot of motorcycles here because it's just the easiest way to get there.
People can't afford a vehicle. I mean, so they get motorcycles, and a lot of them don't even have insurance or pay the registration.
Yeah, if I would have, I think I would have got a motorcycle if it's not too dangerous to drive. I mean, I can drive a motorcycle too, but I just did not. I was so scared to get one because I was in a motorcycle accident before too, and after that, I think I had a trauma. So, you know, I think what I can advise for the people who are planning to move here is to really be prepared and be prepared that the weather is gonna be different, the culture is gonna be different, the food is gonna be different. A lot of things, just like Dennis had to go through all of that. And
nothing tastes the same. Even milk here doesn't taste like.
Even the tomatoes, like it tastes different. Even the cheese, it tastes different. That's what I felt when I was in the US too. Everything tastes different.
Right.
Yeah, but I like our pork here though.
Yeah.
Do you?
You're a pork eater, yeah.
Oh yeah, because that's my favorite. You don't care about.
I'm not much of a meat eater, but I eat a little bit of meat.
There will always be pros and cons, just like anywhere you live. It's not going to be perfect.
Nothing's going to happen fast here either.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. And
you have to take it slow, take it easy, and you just have to go with the flow here. Nothing fast.
Yeah, nothing fast. That's the thing that took me the longest time to get used to.
Yeah, when you go in a counter, sometimes the cashier will just, I don't know, they're not like purposely moving slow. That's just the way they move. I guess it's nothing in a...
Well, they don't have idea. You know, it's totally different. They don't have customer service idea here about...
Not all, but there are a lot.
Serving customers and, you know, customer service satisfaction. They don't have that idea here. They don't have that concept.
I'm not saying that everything here is just bad customer service. There is actually some good customer service, but not a lot of it are like you're gonna get disappointed or you're gonna get frustrated because of how they deal with the customers. Like when you go to a business, when you wanna have business with them, like it's like they don't care if they do business with you. Like
it's not like in the U.S. where they want your business and they advertise for your business, and here they don't care if they have your business or not.
I know. It's like I go, oh, so you don't have this thing here? And he goes, no. Like they don't even want to bother to look if it is really there or something like that. So okay, whatever.
Totally different atmosphere, and you can't. It's not meant to be insulting.
Yeah.
You just, we as Westerners, we kind of take it to be insulting, and you have to let that go, man.
Yeah, especially if you're in line, you cannot just be very shocked if people will cut in line, especially if you leave a big gap in the person in front of you. We've mentioned that before, and that's just one of the things you need to be prepared. It's really a big adjustment for Dennis to live here in the Philippines, but thankfully as time went by, the longer he is here, the more he got adjusted to the kind of life we have here. And
I was trying to keep a low profile and mind my own business.
Yeah, just mind your own business, and don't be like running around with like your.
Yeah, it's not like if you go to the U.S. and you can apply for citizenship and become a citizen. You have the same rights as anybody else. Here, you can never become a citizen.
Yeah,
you're always a visitor, and that's it.
You can have a permanent resident here if you're married to a Filipino, but that's it. It's not.
You can revoke it at any moment, man.
Yeah.
And so you still don't have any rights here.
I think the Philippines did that because the Philippines is just a small country, and if they let the other foreigners have citizenship here, then the Philippines is already overpopulated. So if people they will let other people come, then it will be more crowded.
I don't know the reason behind it. I just know how it is.
That's what I really think. The foreigner cannot even own land here in the Philippines.
You can buy a condo and put it in your name, because it falls under a different thing. That you can join an organization.
I didn't know that a foreigner can buy a condo.
Ownership of that organization, which in a condo, there's a homeowners organization, so that's kind of a loophole where you can get ownership to property here if you buy a condo.
Oh.
But that's the only way. That's the only thing. Okay.
Well, the only thing I could figure out that they don't let the foreigner own land is because if they let the foreigners own land here, the foreigners will buy big lands, and then pretty soon the Filipino cannot have land anymore. It's gonna be owned by foreigners. That's the only thing I could think of. That's why they don't let the foreigners own a land or have a citizenship.
I'm sure that's why. Bringing in a lot of money and pricing citizens out of the market.
Being a foreigner here in the Philippines, that doesn't mean that you're gonna really have to look behind your back, or unless you are in a very dangerous area.
It's relatively safe, even here in Mindanao. I mean,
there are parts in Mindanao that are dangerous, but there are also a good part, or you are safe.
There's parts of Los Angeles that I wouldn't go into also. Because it's too dangerous.
The danger could be anywhere in the world, even in the States or anywhere. But it's just that it depends on where the area or neighborhood that you live. But even then.
But really, if you're friendly and you speak and have a good attitude, you're gonna be all right here. People here are, generally speaking, most of them are friendly. I go for walks and they
will say hi.
Say hi.
Good morning.
Good morning to me. I walk all over these dirt roads up here. And so they're very friendly. I haven't had any problems here.
So overall, what we can say about living in the Philippines is great, and we plan to stay here longer or forever.
Well, I'm sure I'll be here forever.
You never know, honey. Maybe we will hit a lottery and we
Yeah,
can
yeah.
have a house in the US and in the Philippines,
right.
and we
Yeah.
go back and forth.
Right.
Yeah, but really, it's hard for us to believe when we realize, wow, we are 4 years in the Philippines. At first, we think maybe 2 months is the longest that we stay here if we don't like it. But we know at that time also we don't have a choice. Even if we don't like it, we don't have the choice to come back. We already sold our things there.
Sold
We have not,
everything, spent all our money here trying to improve this. And, you know, we still feel lucky that we were able to come here and, you know, things happened the way they did. And we were able to finish building the house.
And the first thing I really wanted to do when we got here is like get Dennis the most comfortable bed you can find. I mean, it's not the most comfortable in the
Well,
US, but for here in the Philippines.
Yeah.
And I know he wants to be comfortable to where he's gonna sit down. So I had him look for a recliner. I want him to have TV because, you know, TV is your life, honey.
Yeah,
you know, you like watching TV all the time.
Yeah.
And so that's what I did, because if you don't have a comfortable, you know, chair to sit or bed to lay down, then it's just miserable.
Yeah,
So,
that's when we moved here. I had my previous 4 visits here. The one thing that I already noticed is I was never comfortable.
Yeah, that's because
laying
of the
on
bed.
a piece of foam for a bed, sitting in a wooden chair. They had no comfortable furniture to sit in. So I said, if we're going to move there, I want to be comfortable.
yeah.
You know, because that helps with making the transition. So that's why I got the recliner. That's why we spent all that money on the bed.
Yeah, and especially the AC. You can't live here, a foreigner, without an air conditioner. I don't know. Maybe some foreigner will survive without the AC, but
At
I
least
know
at
Dennis.
night to sleep.
Yeah, but Dennis cannot survive without an AC.
Not
so
at night to sleep. I gotta have AC. Now, so far I've managed to get by without an AC in the rest of the house.
But you have a fan on all the time,
Yeah.
facing on you.
Right.
Yeah, all day.
Yeah.
And in the day, in the night time, that's when we turn on the AC. We're trying to save.
And the other
power.
thing is, if anybody's going to build a house here, don't use the jealousy windows, those louvered windows. You can get these blackout windows like we have. They're a single pane window for just a little bit more money, and they're much better, man. They keep the mosquitoes
sliding
out better.
window.
You got they're sliding windows. They got the screens on them. So
Yeah.
we made that mistake and had to change out our windows here.
Right.
But yeah.
Well, now we have a sliding window, and you know you like it. It's easier to clean also, rather
Right.
than the jealousy. You know?
Jealousy windows don't keep out mosquitoes. They don't
Yeah.
do anything to keep it cool, really.
Yeah. So anyway. That's it. What we could think of about sharing with you guys. I'm sure some of what we just said also we mentioned it from the other videos, but we just wanna
Review.
yeah reshare with you again how our life is living in the Philippines for 4 years, and we thank you all so much that you're always there watching us, that think that you enjoy our videos despite the simplicity of our videos and our life in the Philippines. And that's why
we don't have any regrets. We're happy we're here.
no regrets. I think it was the best decision. I hope you think, honey, the same.
Well, good decision for us.
Yeah, so we don't have plan to move back to the US, only for a visit, but no, not moving there. I hope you enjoy listening to us. Yap. Thank you so much for the encouraging comments, and that is why we keep making videos, because you inspired us to keep making more.
Thanks, guys.
We will see you again soon.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.